So I was, trying to reflect on uh, my journey as a corporate business leader and now a professional coach and mentor. And I was managing a large team and primarily people who were into sales function. And now, again, as a coach and a mentor, I am working with many of the hardcore sales professionals. The one thing has really, come up very strong quite often, many a times, where salespeople say, "Boss, why are we being asked to put reports formally? We are doing such a good job. Reports take so much time." This kept kept on coming back again and again, and it was really interesting. And in fact, in few of the coaching conversation, what I was having with few hardcore sales professionals, this also came up. So one of the reason they feel stuck up, they really don't understand why reports are being asked, or how can it be useful, many other things. So I thought why not summarize what I could learn, understand reasons, and what I could actually do to help people to come out of this created resistance, so that there is a momentum, they keep on working positively. So reason, if I have to sum up, one was very clear that there was a lack of perceived value of submitting formal reports. I also found, there used to be so-called time constraints. Should we sit down and make reports, or should we go down in the market, feel and get the orders? I also found that it was a matter of prioritization. So most of the sales field people thought that if they invest more time in field, meet more customers, they will get orders, and ultimately they will be able to do their budgets. For many of them, I found that it was too complex. Reports were too complex a thing for them. They found that a lot of data being asked. So complexity was, kind of a hindrance for them to submit report, or maybe a kind of a mental blockade. I also found many of them, they wanted to do it, but maybe they had lack of understanding how to do it. They were not used to this kind of work. I also found that it was, like me versus them. When I say me, I am a salesperson, and them means bosses. So there was a strong feeling that reports are for bosses, not for us. We are field people. We don't need any data. We need to be in market. We need to work, and we'll get the orders. So all these things, were making them reluctant, to submit report, or maybe a continuous back and forth between them and their bosses, and having a tough time. Not only for them, for bosses also. And now, of course, I had been a very process-oriented person, strong believer of processes, systems, reportings. How I could manage to, help people on this, and obviously when I help people, I help myself also, because it was a win-win situation. One, you are creating reports for better output, and team is also participating fully. So it becomes a win-win situation. The first thing which I found was very important, to make people aware about what is the importance of data being asked in a particular report from them. To make them aware, to make them conscious, to make them mindful of what is being asked, how it can be useful for them. In fact, it also helped in terms of giving them some references to people who had been into hardcore sales or field job, how they got benefited when they got into formal reporting, how data helped them. I also went to an extent where I involved few of the key salespeople. When I was creating reporting formats, I involved few of the people. So it was that report was being made for sales team. So I got engaged few salespeople in the reporting process. What actually they believe, what should be put in the reports, how it can be helpful for them. So what happened, it kind of created two things. One, they feel valued that they are being involved there for this thing. They also felt valued, that their views are being taken. So I'm not saying that 100% was taken care of, but obviously many other things, I accounted for. So this made the process very easy. We also tried that, we keep reports less complex. When I say less complex, asking for the data which can really help that particular salesperson, or as a management, it can help. There was no point asking for things which may not be very relevant for that particular person, or maybe that person may not have that capacity to provide that data. There was no point having a complexity. Idea was to keep the report simple, make it correlatable to what actually is being done by salespeople in the field. I also did one thing that, when things were put on paper in the reports, I could also demonstrate to people that when you only work, and you don't access, you don't put things formally, you tend to miss many things. So what happens as a field person, as a salesperson, you may be doing many great things that may be in your own mind, but it is not on paper. The moment you put on paper, then you can always see, what are the good things I'm doing. But having said that, at the same time, you will also find where are you actually missing. So, this kind of demonstration also really helped, where people could see what the benefit they are getting by putting things on paper. It is giving them idea about what good things are they are doing. For that, they will feel happy. It will also show them what are the gaps. And now, ultimately, if they are able to relate, oh, these gaps, if I'm able to really fill up, it can improve my efficiency. I can get better results. I can get better orders. Why they will not get engaged? And this is exactly, what really helped. We also did one thing, that while reports we initiated manually, we also find out a way that how it can be automated using CRM, so that they have to invest less of time. They provide certain data and then they get automated generated reports. So I think this also made a big difference. When we use a combination of manual and CRM, and ultimately move into CRM, it really helped people, because they were saving a lot of time and they were getting a very valuable data for them. One thing also we did, when we used to have our review meetings, we picked point people who were really making great use of reportings. In fact, we made them to speak in the forum then. When they were not following the reporting systems, they were not doing formal reporting, how they were performing, how they were feeling, and when they have started using reporting system, they are reporting formally, how it is helping them. So it was kind of a real-time examples was being given to a overall group. So now what happens, let's say you have a team of 20 people and 10 people have started using it beautifully. Not only they are using it, they are also getting benefit. And when they speak in front of other people who are lagging little behind it, they also get motivated. So it was kind of a practical demonstration. One more thing also we did, that we keep on reviewing our reporting structures. And we also, give a space to the people where we ask them, you can express fully what do you want to express about the reporting systems you have, which are giving you benefit, where you are feeling that there is a scope of improvement. or if anything which is bothering them, or they are getting a kind of a feeling of being monitored, policed, or they have any other feeling of any consequences, they can speak out. So what happened, during this process when they were given this space to express, we listened to them actively. So two things happened. One, they got fully engaged. Number two, we also got a chance to do some improvement from the real-time feedback given by the field sales people. So it helped to improve the reporting structure better, and implementation obviously improved. And I also found that, when people, as a culturally, they started working on data-driven kind of a thing. So we created a culture where it was not that only bosses or higher up management needs data to work on. We created a culture that at every level you need a data. Now it can be what data may differ from level to level, but data at every level is required. One, for your own self-assessment, you're able to relate what you are doing, what good things you are doing, what you are missing, and what can you do for the betterment. So this, really helped. So if I have to sum up very quickly, whenever you go for formal reporting structure, please involve few of the person who are key people, so that they see being valued, they are being listened. And when you complete the reporting structure, please have a meeting, explain the team what are the benefits of each and every data being asked in the report, and try to correlate what they are doing and what is being asked. When they see the correlation, what they are doing and what is being asked, they will very well get engaged. And once it is done, keep on doing what is helping, what is not helping them, what are the ways to basically improve. Give them chance to express if they are facing any concern. In case they need any training, please go for that. That's very important. And wherever it is possible, go for the automation so that they can save a lot of time on that. And lastly, people who really use it to the best level, formally give appreciation. If required, give awards to them, rewards to them. This not only motivates them, but also, make other people to do the same thing. All these things have really helped. If you have any point of view, you want to contribute any kind of thing, I request you to give your comments. And if you are a person as a leader or maybe as a salesperson going through this challenge of reporting, please do connect with me. I always believe when you talk to people, you learn a lot of new perspectives. There are a lot of new learnings. Communication always help. So I can be connected at 98997994 My email ID is rv@coachrakeshverma.com. Thank you.